Hello everyone and welcome back to the LuxCore Pilates YouTube page. We are officially on day 15 of your 30-day beginner mat Pilates challenge. You guys should be so proud. We are officially halfway through this, or at least once you finish this workout. So we're gonna jump straight on in. We have a 20-minute ab and booty workout. So everyone's favorite, I feel like. So let's just go ahead and jump straight on into it. We're actually gonna start in a seated position today. And we're gonna get straight into some work here, warming you up nice and slow, but also starting to activate those muscles immediately. So those feet are gonna come just as they're planted on the ground. They're a little bit further away from your hips. Your hands are gonna come behind the backs of those thighs here. And from here, I want you to just begin to round your spine back to extend the arms out, and then you're gonna lift yourself back up. So we're just starting to find that engagement of the core. We've done this in some of the other workouts, but it's really, really helpful to see if you're moving from that core or if you're using those arms for momentum. Those feet are staying glued on the mat. They're just about hip distance apart from one another. Once again, those arms extend, and as you pull yourself back up, we're not using the arms to lift us. We're using the core to lift us, and those arms are just there for guidance. All right, on these last 5, I want you to try and lean yourself back a little bit further than you have been before you come back up. So we have 4. This is 3. This is 2. And now on this last one, I want everyone to lean back. Those arms extend. Those arms reach up towards the wall in front of you. And give me little pulses up and down for 10, 9. Yes, you can. It's just 1 or 2 inches. Those shoulders are rolled down out of the ears. You have last 5, 4, 3, 2, and last 1. Reach everything up. Amazing. From here, you're gonna come onto your forearms. So we're gonna continue with some more ab work, using our forearms for support and a little bit more of a modification than some of the work we do on the ground. So from here, I want you to bring those legs to tabletop position. And then we're just going to tap the toes down and lift them back up. Tapping them down and lifting up. Nothing crazy here. Making sure you're pulling that waist in the entire time. It's really easy to just sink into your arms here and just go like this and move quickly, but this isn't doing anything. It's completely bypassing all of the movement. You want to make sure you're pressing up out of those arms. The shoulders are out of the ears. Keep going as I explain this. And you're just tapping the toes down and lifting. Those knees are staying pressed away from your hips to really focus on that lower core. All right, you have last 5, 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. Good. From here, open those legs out to a butterfly, like frog position. And again, you're just gonna tap and lift with those knees open. Good. Tapping and lifting. You guys got this. This really focuses on that deep lower core here. You're so strong already. I know we jumped straight on into it this morning, but you can do it. I say this morning, then I remember that some people work out in the evening, some people work out in the afternoon. So wherever you are at, you have last 5, 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. Good. Let's finish with just combining these 2 movements. So from here, those knees are going to be together. You're going to tap the toes down. You're going to lift them up. You're going to open the legs. You're going to tap the toes, lift, close the legs. Good. So just continuing with this motion here. Nothing too complicated. I want you to really just focus on the engagement of that core and letting yourself feel those little shakes here. Yes, you can. We have just 4 more. This is 3. You guys can do it. Don't give up on yourself. For 2. And ready. This is your last 1, finishing with that frog tap and close. Amazing. Let's go ahead and just set those feet down. Take a little bit of a break here. We're going to stay on those forearms as we continue working these abs a little bit. If you want to Stretch those hip flexors out a little bit. You can extend the legs out straight. Maybe shake them up and down a little bit if you need that. All right, let's bring those feet back up. You're staying on those forearms. The hands are planted into the mat. Now from here, you're gonna lift those knees up. They're closing in towards your chest. So they're not in tabletop anymore. They're just nice and by your chest. From here, you're gonna extend the right leg out long. Then you're gonna pull this leg back in and extend the left leg out long. So you can kind of begin to speed this up and flow through it. Again, not moving fast, just with control, but so that as one leg pulls in, the other one reaches out. Yes, you can. You'll notice that while this is a lot of core work, it also is leg strength because your hip flexors are also having to do some work here. All right, we have last 5 on each side. You can do this. This is 3. And pull that waist in for 2. And this is your last 1. Amazing. Bend those knees into the chest. Take a little bit of a break here. And now we're going to extend the legs out together at the same time. So just turning this up a little bit more. So those legs extend out, they pull all the way in. Good. They extend out, they pull back in. You guys got this. Letting these legs come to just a hover above the mat. Yes, you can. Keeping that chest super tall and open, not collapsing into those arms. You have last 5. This is 4. Last 3. Last 2. And this is your last 1. Amazing. Bend those knees in. You can set the feet down. We're going to turn this up just a little bit. So I want you to come up onto your hands. We're going to follow a very similar motion to what we just did on our forearms. So now we're just up on our hands. You're going to bring those knees into the chest. You're going to extend them out. Pull them back in. This is something that you see more in a gym setting, but it is so great for that core. So you're just pressing your legs out. As you press your legs out, those arms are going to bend and bring you closer to the ground before you sit everything back up. Good. Yes, you can. We have just 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2. Really pull that waist in. And this is your last 1. Pull everything in. You can set those feet down on the ground. Let's let those legs come out long in front of us. You can shake them out a little bit. Let's also, just to get those hip flexors opened up a little bit, go ahead and bring your feet just in front of you, and you're gonna windshield wipe your hips. So the feet should be crossed, the legs should be crossed like this, and you're just gonna open them and cross them to the other side. So just windshield wiping back and forth. You guys got this. Keep going here. All right, one more to the right, and then pause in the middle. Amazing. Let's go ahead and extend those legs out long. From here, you're gonna reach your arms towards the wall in front of you. We're just gonna take one big slow roll down all together to bring ourselves all the way down onto the ground. So together, don't beat me down there. We're gonna move for 8. Articulating the spine, setting one vertebrae down at a time. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reaching those arms up. Amazing. From here, we're gonna move into some more lower body work. So getting out of that core, you're gonna bring those feet so that they're about hip distance apart and planted into the mat. And we're gonna do some glute bridges. So those arms are planted down onto the ground. You're gonna begin to scoop those hips up to lift your hips up high to the ceiling, and then just lower back down. So we're lifting and lowering, making sure that you really squeeze these glutes at the top to make sure you're getting that point of tension and the most work before you just tap down. We're not setting our hips down and taking a break down here. We're just tapping before we lift again. Breathing through this, those toes are pointing towards the wall in front of you. If you want to turn this up a little bit, you can reach your hands above your head. Why not? Or to the ceiling, not above your head. You can just keep them up towards the ceiling. Or if you're like, I'm good, I don't really want that today, that's okay too. We can just keep our hands down on the mat. All right, we have 5, 4, this is 3, last 2, and last 1. Hold at the top for me. We're just holding here for 10, 9, 8. Lift those hips up higher. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now give me little pulses up to the ceiling for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold those hips up high. And I want you to come up onto your heels. You guys got this. So the heels are lifted, the hips are lifted. And now from here, we're gonna go back to the full range of motion. So you're lowering your hips down just to a hover to tap the ground, and then you're lifting yourself back up. So we're gonna do everything we just did, but with those heels lifted. So I want you to really think about keeping those heels, like how high can you lift those heels the entire time? Yes, you can. Breathing through this. You don't have too many here. You have last 5. Are those hips lifting up as high as you actually can for 4? I know they can lift up a little bit higher for 3. This is 2. And on your last 1, you're gonna hold at that highest point of tension. You're holding, heels are lifted, hips are lifted for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now begin pulsing up and down for 10, 9, making sure the core is engaged the entire time. So we're still pulling our waist in, curling that tailbone down, squeezing the glutes for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lower those heels down and articulate the spine all the way down. Amazing. Let's bring those knees into the chest just to get a nice quick little break and quick little stretch. We're going to do a little bit of single leg work before we get out of these glute bridges. Again, nothing crazy. So let's go ahead and place our feet down onto the mat. You can heel toe the left foot in a little bit more because we're going to start with that right foot. So the right foot is going to extend up high to the ceiling. That heel, the left heel, is down all the way on the ground. From here, you're just going to lower your hips down. Same thing to what we did with both legs on the ground. This time, just your right leg is lifted and you're just supporting through that left. Good. So just beginning to lift and lower from here. You have last 8, 7, yes you can, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. Hold the leg at the top. You're holding for 10, 9. Can you straighten behind the back of this leg? Imagine there's a string attached to your toe, reaching you up towards the ceiling for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Begin pulsing up and down for 10, 9, 8, 7. Yes, you can for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lower that leg down and lower the hips all the way down. Let's take a quick little stretch. So bend that left knee into the chest. Hold here. Let's open that leg out towards the left. And then go ahead and cross your left leg over the right side of your body. Bring your arms to the right side of the room and then just rainbow this left hand up and over so you get a nice big twist in that spine here. Sinking here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's bring everything back to center. We're just going to do the exact same thing on the other side so you guys know what is coming. Those arms plant down into the mat. Those legs are on the ground. You're going to heel toe the right foot in a little bit, and now the left leg is going to extend up high to the ceiling. From here, we're going to move into that full range of motion. So just lowering and lifting those hips up and down. Yes, you can. You guys got this. Again, imagine that string trying to really extend behind the back of the knee through the toe towards the ceiling. You guys got this. You have 8, 7. Pick something that challenges you today. Maybe that's lifting your arms up as you do this. Maybe you're like, the challenge is just showing up and being here today. That's great too. We have last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold that leg up and we're just holding for 10. Lift those hips up higher. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Finishing with those pulses. Yes, you can for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lower everything down. Let's go ahead and take that stretch on the other side. So let's pull that right knee into the chest. Holding here for a second. And then opening the right knee out towards the right side of the room. Now, similar to the other side, let's cross this right knee over the left side. Arms come to the left side of the room. And then the right top arm reaches up towards the right side of the room, getting that big rotation in that spine. Letting yourself sink into this. Take one big inhale and exhale. Let's bring everything back to center here. And then you're just gonna place those feet down onto the mat. We're gonna jump back into a little bit more core work to finish us out. So like I said, those feet are just on the mat. Those hands can come behind your head. And from here, we're just gonna begin lifting our chest up and lowering down. So just coming back to some basic crunches here. Lifting up and down. You guys got this. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, moving from just that core for 3, 2, and 1. Lift your head up as high as you can. Those arms reach down. From here, we're gonna work a little bit of those obliques. So you're gonna reach your left hand to try and tap your left ankle, and then you're going to reach the right hand to tap the right ankle. And we're just gonna switch back and forth like this. So just tapping and rotating. Those head and shoulders are lifted up as high as you can. Yes, you can. You got this. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, and this is your last 1. Go ahead and lower those head and shoulders all the way back down. All right, from here, I want you to bring your knees into your chest, and then you're just gonna roll yourself up to a seated position and place those feet back down on the mat where we started. We're gonna finish with a quick little bit of standing leg work, so nothing too crazy. You guys got this. You can bring yourself to the edge of your mat. Just gonna adjust mine really quickly. And from here, I want you to bend yourself down just into a squat position and lift yourself back up. So we're not doing anything crazy here today. I just wanna start to wake up that lower body a little bit more. So making sure that you're sinking super deeply and those toes are at a diagonal, that's gonna help you get more into those glutes, which I know everybody wants. All right, you guys got this. We have 8. Keep going with this range of motion for 7. Again, nice and control for 6. 5. If you want a little bit more cardio, those hands can reach above your head for 4. 3. Last 2. And this is your last one. I want everyone to hold at the bottom. Yes, you can. We're holding here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Don't get up yet. I want you to give me little pulses up and down for 10, 9. This is where we finish. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. Yes, stand everything up. Amazing. Let's go ahead and stretch you guys out so you can get on with the rest of your day. Go ahead and grab this right leg and pull it towards your hip here. Breathing through this. Bring this leg forward and you're gonna figure 4 it over the left leg. So you're in this nice figure 4 position, and then you're just gonna press your glutes back towards the wall behind you to get a deep stretch here. Sitting down a little bit further to get you deeper into that stretch. You can grab onto a wall if you need to. And let's stand ourselves back up. Amazing, just switch sides. So now you're gonna grab this left foot, pulling that heel towards the glute. Breathing into this. Now I want you to cross that leg, figure fouring it over the right, and then again, pressing your hips back towards the wall behind you. Whew, if you lose your balance, just get right back into it. That happens sometimes, that's normal, especially after doing some work. Breathing in for 2 and 1. Stand yourself all the way up. Let's come back onto our mat and just reach your hands up. Inhale and exhale, diving forward. Inhale, reach yourself back up, and exhale, dive yourself forward. Hold here at the bottom and just begin to rock yourself back and forth to get a little bit more of a stretch here. All right, those hands come down. You heel toe those feet so they're all the way together, letting yourself get a big stretch here. Oh, here comes my dog. Look, she's stretching too. Now let's stand everything up slowly for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. You guys finished today. You guys should be so proud of yourself. I hope you guys loved today's workout, and we will see you back tomorrow for some even more work.